is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, where I have a special guest. His name is Darcy Rahming Jr., and he is a senior person
Yes, I'm
at
Arawak X.
at Arawak X. So, Mr. Rahming, you were here before,
Yes, I was.
so I welcome you back to Freedom March. I understand that you are officially launching and are opening on Monday, the 23rd of August, 2021. Would you please look at the camera and tell the public?
So it's time now. We're working to the last bits of paperwork.
Okay.
But we are launching on Monday, August 23rd, with two exciting companies.
Yes.
That will come before the public and tell their story, and it'll be an investment opportunity for persons looking for new, fast-growing, innovative companies.
Tell us the name of these companies and what services do you offer to the public?
So I wish I could tell you the names.
Okay.
By law, because the laws are concerned with information and how readily available, and everybody has to receive information at the same time. So what I can say, though, is that one of these companies is an international food brand.
Okay.
And the other is a high-tech tourism company.
Okay.
And so on Monday, August 23rd at 9 a.m., these two companies will also be ringing the bell.
They will ring the bell.
Yes.
One company ring, two company ring. This is powerful. Go ahead.
It's funny, ringing the bell is always something special.
Yes.
In the political context, it means calling an election. On stock exchanges, stock markets, you ring the bell as a sign of as a business, you've kind of celebration,
Yes.
So we at Arawak X, we went and got some cowbells.
Really?
So they're gonna be ringing the cowbell.
This is powerful.
Yeah.
So, so you're not allowed to say the services that you will be providing.
So we're just the marketplace.
Okay.
So you could think of us like when you walk into a grocery store. We don't make the peppers. We're not the businesses that are selling shares. We just make sure that they fit a certain criteria.
Okay.
And so, like I said, I wish I could tell you. I really do wish I could tell you. Last time I was on your show, had a really good time. You treated me well. I'd love to tell your guests. But on Monday at the 23rd at 9 a.m., everyone will receive the information at the exact same time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that this is. I find this to be exciting that you withhold the information, and then it is released the same time, so that everybody will get it the same time. Okay. You leave me in a strange position. I don't know what to ask you, so I'm going to tell you to continue to talk about.
Well, so the reason let me tell you why I wanted to come back on your show.
Okay.
It's because, because we're launching and we need people to register, sign up.
Okay.
It is financial services,
Financial
which
services.
means that, and these are assets. An asset, for people who don't know, is like your house, your car, a duplex. You own this.
Okay.
And so we need to register these assets in your legal name. It can't be in your Twitter name. It can't be in your Instagram name. It has to be in your legal name.
Okay.
And so part of the registration process, we need your passport,
Okay.
your driver's license, your NIB card, as well as proof of address.
Okay.
And like I said, that's because we have to register these in your legal name.
Okay. That seems to be fine. No wonder I have my passport here with me.
I see that.
The only problem is you're not able to tell me what services you are sharing.
Well, see, what I can say is that it's free to sign up.
Okay.
So there's no cost. You
Okay.
don't have to make an initial deposit. You don't have to do any of that.
Okay.
All you have to do is sign up, go through the process, and then on Monday, August 23rd at 9 a.m., when the information for the company comes on, you don't have to wait for compliance to do all of its checks and to do all of the background stuff that takes time. And so you'll be able to immediately just then go and on your banking app and transfer money to that offering and be able to buy those shares.
Really? So how will everyone receive this information which you will provide on Monday, the 23rd of August?
That's an excellent question. So we're having a press release. We're also having, the platform itself, arrowacx.com.
Yes.
It'll all be up. The two companies will be listed there. You'll be able to see their information. Also, the companies themselves will start to advertise and to communicate.
Okay.
And so you should be able to hear that information. The market will be able to see it and hear it. And yeah.
So there is nothing to tell the public in terms of what they should be listening to receive this information.
So I can tell you how they were selected. So
Okay.
it's not every company just gets to list on ArrowACX. We use the acronym A Team with Magic.
A team with magic.
Yes.
I believe in magic.
Yeah. A team with magic. And the team stands for the executive, advisors, and management.
Okay.
So who are the people that are going to run this business? Have they done similar businesses before? So if they're a restaurant business, were they restaurateurs? And if the answer is yes, you could say, okay, maybe they could run this thing. If they're talking about doing international business, if they have an advisor who has done international business before, okay, that makes sense. So really take a look at the people who are running that,
Yes.
and that's the team. The next thing in business to look at it, the magic. M stands for a market that is big enough. Going after something, a big enough opportunity that it makes sense to invest in them.
Okay.
A stands for access to that market. It doesn't help if, it just doesn't work if you're saying, okay, I'm going to sell into Europe, my products into Europe, and you can't get your products in front of the people in Europe. Then obviously it doesn't make any sense, right? G stands for growth. Growth of at least 10 times. They're trying to take your money and they're not trying to pay off old debt. They're trying to take your money and grow their business 10 times with that money. And so, of course, your money, if it works, will grow 10 times. Then the I stands for innovation. So they're doing something new, something innovative, something creative, and there's many ways to innovate in business. And then the C stands for corporate governance. And, and corporate governance for people at home is the stuff that accountants and lawyers and finance people love to spend a lot of time talking about and thinking about. But while we cannot guarantee any business will work, no one can, what we can do is make sure that they fit that team with magic criteria. And then you'll be able to, after you've been onboarded, to be able to look at that company and say, I believe in this idea, I believe in this team, I think they create magic. Let me put a couple dollars behind that.
That's very interesting. May I ask, where will this company be located?
Very good question.
Is it in space? Is it virtual?
So these are the first two companies that we're starting with are two Bahamian companies with Bahamian founders, but they have international teams. Okay. So when you look at them, you'll be like, oh my gosh, you'll know some of these people. You'll be able to look at them and you'll be able to see them.
Okay. This is powerful. Tell me some more things about it, because this company is so complex.
In many ways, it is very complex, but it is a very old problem that ArrowACX is trying to solve.
Okay.
And the problem is, businesses that are growing need money, and investors that have extra dollars are looking for a return on their investment. And so all crowdfunding is a modern way of, across the internet, of bringing these people with money and these businesses together. And we're regulated by the Securities Commission of the Bahamas to do this kind of business. And so, we're pulling all of the rules and the laws allow that to happen. And then, there's a lot of technology, which is why I'm the technology officer of the firm.
You're the technology officer?
Yes.
So what advice would you give to me? I don't have that much money, but I do have at least $500 on my savings.
So what I would, we're not allowed to give advice, But what I can say,
You're not allowed to give
give
me
advice on which
But I'm coming
particular.
to you in ignorance.
So I will say we are allowed to educate, and so a successful strategy. You have to find your own strategy, but a successful strategy that has worked in the past is one that Warren Buffett uses. He only invests in companies that he understands. And what I mean by that is he's not a big technology guy, so for a long time he didn't invest in technology companies. What he did invest in is stuff like Heinz ketchup. He sat there and he said, I go into a restaurant and I see this Heinz ketchup on the table, and I know that that's going to make money. So those are the kinds of things, because for him, that's what he understood. And so I suggest to you also, that's a great place to start. It's a very, some people might say it's a conservative strategy, but invest in things that you know, and start from there.
Invest in things that I know. Okay.
So, like for example, you're a media man.
Yes,
So
I am.
I'm sure when a media company comes to the platform, you'll be able to say, without a shadow of doubt, that's going to be a winner. Just by gut feeling, you'll be like, no, I know this team. They work really hard. This guy is really innovative. I know that it's structured properly because it's on Arawak X.
Yes.
And then you'll be able to make up your mind as to whether or not you want to invest. But you should know, because this is your business.
Okay.
You know that. And it's the same thing with all people. All people have an expertise that they know because they work in certain jobs. I can almost assure you, every hotel worker knows what makes a good hotel. Especially if you've been working at Atlantis or Bahamar,
Yeah.
And so you'd be able to say, this guy or this team has the characteristics to make this thing work.
This is powerful.
So I suggest people start there, because nobody can know everything, right?
That is true. That is true.
So
on Monday, the 23rd, you will release information, and everybody will receive this information the same time.
Same time.
Will some people be placed at a disadvantage?
So we are trying very, very hard to eliminate these disadvantages. In fact, and I'll admit this on air, I was running a little bit late to your show. I know I was supposed to be here 15 minutes early.
Really?
Okay. I think we walked in like a second or two before we went live, right?
Okay.
We were talking with the Securities Commission.
Okay.
Because obviously they're really super excited about this. They've worked really hard to make this a reality as well. And these are our regulators.
Yes.
And everybody has the same concerns. We want to make sure that the retail investor, which means the guy with his $25, doesn't get crowded out by the big guys. And so we have some strategies, and we're working our way through that. But I can say that it's on everybody's mind to make this market as fair as possible, because your $25 is worth the same to our company as $25 million. And we're trying to make sure that everybody has access and everybody can invest.
Now, a person like me who has never had any experience with what you're talking about, in fact, these are the first time I'm hearing these beautiful ideas. Mm-hmm. Where can I go to be better educated before this advancement?
Okay, so we have recognized
Look
that...
at your clock.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we've recognized that the financial literacy in the Bahamas can improve. And so we as Arawak X have decided to open some community investor education centers.
Okay.
And you can go actually on the website, arawakx.com, and you'll be able to do a free seminar. And at one of these seminars, we'll show you how to use the platform. We'll explain to you what a stock market does, how it works, and then from there, you can start the process of becoming financially educated. And what people don't understand at home is nobody is born knowing any of this stuff.
This is true.
You have to learn it. And since we spend our whole lives, working really hard for our money,
it looks like you're gonna have to come back.
Well,
When the
yeah,
schools are open, will you please come back
absolutely.
to tell
Absolutely.
me about
Absolutely.
it? Because I'm at a disadvantage. I hear everything you say. It's beautiful. You're going to launch on Monday, the 23rd, but I'm as ignorant as I am from you entered. So when you enter, I was ignorant. As you leave, I'm still ignorant.
Well, I hope we close the gap just a little bit between the entering and the exiting.
Okay. So you're going to have to come back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, folks, I have with me, well, Mr. Darcy Rahming Jr. He is the technological officer, and they're launching on Monday. So I'll see you again.
Okay.
God bless you, right?
Thank you.
Do well. Bye-bye. Well, folks,